The processional is ready to begin. Please silence all cell phones and remain at your seats during the ceremony. Photography in the student seating and near the stage is strictly prohibited. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for our national anthem. Please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Annette Raboli, Dean of Cooper Medical School of Rowan University.
Good morning and welcome to the commencement ceremony for Cooper Medical School of Rowan University. It's my pleasure to introduce our special guests. Sitting in the audience among you is University President Dr. Ali Houshmand, and sitting on the platform we have Dr. Anthony Lohman, Provost of Rowan University, Dr. Anthony Mazzarelli, Co-President of Cooper University Healthcare, Deans of CMSRU, Dr. Jocelyn Mitchell-Williams, Dr. William Coker, Dr. Erin Pukenis, Dr. Sundip Patel, and Brian Gable. In addition, there are faculty, chairs, and other deans who are sitting right behind our graduates. We also have CMSRU Class of 2021 President Dr. Margaret Adama Spearman. Last but not least, there are two very important constituencies that must be recognized as well. Students, please rise and face the people most important in your lives: parents, partners, brothers, sisters, and loved ones who have provided support and resources to help us to this day. Applaud them as you stand here ready to graduate. Secondly, please recognize your Rowan and Cooper families, faculty, staff, and administrators who share in your pride and success today. Students, please remain standing. Could turn around. This past Saturday, Rowan University held a wonderful virtual school-wide commencement event to celebrate its degree candidates. It was during this event that President Houshmand certified our doctoral degree candidates as having completed all the requirements for graduation. With that, our CMSRU graduates were conferred the Doctor of Medicine degree with all the rights, privileges, responsibilities, and obligations of that degree. Congratulations to each of you. You may be seated. Class of 2021, today we celebrate your commencement, the culmination of 4 years of hard work, dedication, and sacrifice. And although we have had to modify this ceremony, please know that the entire CMSRU community of faculty, staff, and students, and your families and friends are celebrating this momentous achievement. Nothing should take away from the pride and joy you so richly deserve for your accomplishments thus far, and the excitement and hope for the future that each of you should have. We have all been living in an age of uncertainty for the last 14 months. It has tested our resilience, our grit, our adaptability, and our emotional intelligence. You were thrust into a situation, and now it has been incorporated into the story of your life. You've learned lessons you may not have otherwise learned. You have been transformed by current events in ways that may not be readily apparent, but that will reveal themselves as you progress in your careers. The world has changed, and so have you. I expect that you will be better physicians and true healers because of this. Each of us leaves our mark on a place where we have spent significant time, in duration or in a defining experience, such as medical school. How will you be remembered at CMSRU, as a class and as individuals? During your 4 years at CMSRU, collectively you did 18,538.5, that number is exact, hours of service to the Camden community. Several of you have had your finest moments during the pandemic as you performed a variety of volunteer activities, including leading and supporting the COVID-19 mass vaccination clinics that showed your ability to be servant leaders in the proud tradition of Greenleaf. Today you will step forth and join a noble profession. The demanding professional ethos of medicine spans thousands of years. Physicians have been called to serve during plagues, wars, outbreaks, epidemics, pandemics, natural disasters, genocide, and civil unrest. Through all of these, physicians have stood strong, resilient, and resolute in our devotion to serve. Your commencement has special significance for me and for our good colleague, Dr. Coker. It's the 40th anniversary of our own graduation from medical school. At the start of my internship, we began seeing unusual opportunistic infections in otherwise healthy individuals, and that was the start of an epidemic. There was fear and uncertainty, but many physicians across all disciplines answered the calling to serve those who were suffering from what at the time was an unknown enemy. With time and effort, science and medicine prevailed. Eventually, the enemy was given a name, and therapies and management strategies were developed. Today, that enemy, HIV, is very much a chronic disease. During the past 14 months, there have been several moments of fear and pain. The ancient Chinese philosopher Confucius said, "The courageous have no fear. The humane do not worry. The wise are not perplexed. The courageous have no fear." On face value, this may seem like a confusing or contradictory pronouncement. Isn't the definition of courage action in the face of fear? The message has been reconciled as follows. The wise person does not doubt their own current wisdom. They trust in their own best knowledge of things and act on the best available information in the moment, rather than let uncertainty breed inaction. This is especially important in the practice of medicine. Why do the humane not worry? Because they have protected at their core the most precious thing, their humanity, their values. So they have nothing critical to worry about. And finally, what the courageous person is concerned with is not whether they succeed in overcoming what they fear, but whether they maintain their courage. Moral strength comes from the one thing in our control, our own character. Physicians are respected for their wisdom, their courage, and their humanity. Physicians, by their nature, are leaders. It is our job to see what others cannot see, and by our words and actions, paint a picture of what others cannot yet envision, to give others hope and encouragement, whether it is our patients, our colleagues, other health professionals, or our community. Every time you stop to look fear in the face, you gain courage, confidence, and strength. During the pandemic, physicians have felt free to say, "I'm scared, but I'm going to do this anyway, because it is what I've been called to do." That, my dear colleagues, is courage. In preparing my comments today, I went back to the class of 2021 charter. Do you all remember that from first year? Developed just as you were starting your first year. In it, you pledged to bring positive changes to the delivery of health care. You committed to develop yourselves as physicians who value diversity, professionalism, and a passionate commitment to your calling and to the mission and core values of CMSRU. You said you would hold yourselves resolute in the face of adversity, with the courage to challenge popular thought and to stand up for your beliefs. Now more than ever, there's a profound need for us to show courage and to come together, not only as a larger community, but as a medical community, to confront not only this pandemic, but also health disparities, to stand united and to be there for our patients, our colleagues, and our communities. Hope comes from envisioning the end of the pandemic, not only the biological solution to the pandemic, but also anticipating what tomorrow's practice of medicine will look like. I believe we have hope for tomorrow. Hope is resilience. Humankind survived the plague of the Middle Ages and the flu pandemic of 1918, just to name a few. The cost in human lives at the time was catastrophic. Yet history teaches us that humans have faced these previous catastrophes with far less science and technology than we have today. Our hope today is not just in the science, it's in the resilience and courage of the human spirit. The president of my medical school class centered his message on the Tom Wolfe novel, The Right Stuff. Today, I have hope because I know that you all, as the next generation, have the right stuff to lead medicine. Current world events afford us opportunity to advance both the science of medicine and the art of medicine. We also have a personal opportunity to examine who we are, who will we become, and how we want to be known in this period and beyond. Class of 2021, please remember that CMSRU will always be your home. As you go forward on your next journey, go forth with confidence, courage, and all your heart. I speak for the entire CMSRU community as I say, congratulations on this amazing achievement. It's been my honor to serve as your dean. Please express my best wishes for a long, fruitful, and joyful career in medicine. And now, please welcome Dr. Adama Spearman, President of CMSRU's Class of 2021.
Good morning, everybody. Ooh, that's a little loud. Okay, I'm gonna do my speech, but first I just wanna say, we did it, we are here. Congratulations. So, good morning, class of 2021. We've come a long way in our medical school journey, and I'm so excited to see what the future holds for each and every one of you. First, I'd like to thank Dean Riboli, Dr. Lombardi, Dr. Pukanis, Dr. Coker, Dr. Mitchell-Williams, Dr. Mazzarelli, and Dr. Patel and Dr. Gable for everything they've done. I've also want to thank the wonderful staff at the Office of Student Affairs, the Office of Medical Education, and the Department of Diversity. Second, I just want to thank all the amazing doctors, facilitators, and staff at CMSRU who, without you, none of us would be here. I also really just want to take the time to recognize the diversity department including Taruna, Mike, and my personal saver, Sulu, because I know I couldn't have gotten there without that department for sure. Honestly, we also could not have gotten through these last years without all of us. Each and every one of you has shaped our last 4 years in ways I could not have imagined. We have survived 2 global pandemics, one being COVID-19, and the other being the racial reckoning over repeated racialized violence towards Black, Latinos, and Asian Americans. I believe that this is going to make us stronger, more caring doctors because we will strive to be anti-racist and humanistic for all of our patients. We've seen the toll that this pandemic has taken on the medical profession and on our colleagues. And yet we still want to be right there next to them, helping in any possible way we can. I know our class is special, not just because of how well we did on the match, but because of our commitment to service and humanistic care. And that's just a value that we all care about so deeply. The world is not the same world we entered to as medical students. And the only way that we can be successful doctors is if we can continue our commitment to anti-racism, continue to view our patients through a humanistic lens, continue to push ourselves to learn and to grow, and just to remember that this is the beginning of our journey, not the end. Thank you.
Microphone here. It's now time for the presentation of graduates and doctoral hooding. Each of our graduates will be announced and hooded by one of 4 platform guests before being presented with their diploma covers. We will be hooding 2 graduates at a time. Before we begin the presentation of graduates, I would like to respectfully ask all family members to remain in your seats so that you will not obstruct the view of others or get in the way of the students. A professional photographer will take photos of our students as they are hooded. The students have been given contact information to access their proofs. And now the moment we've all been waiting for, the reading of names.
Good morning. I am Dr. Erin Pukenis, Assistant Dean for Student Affairs. I have the honor of reading the names of our graduates. We will call graduates up 2 at a time in alphabetical order to be symbolically cloaked in their doctoral hood. Students, please move across the stage to the first available hooder. Once the hood is placed over your head, our photographer will take your photo. We'll ask that you hold all applause until the end. Adama Spearman. Nicole Ackerman. Brenda Arthur. Rita Oro. Amada Wan. Blair Barnes. Zoe Begun. Avril Batances. Kuntal Bomik. Michael Bizard. Sophia Bordeaux, Lauren Burgoon, Catherine Bush, James Cahill, Jessica Chu, Alyssa Chang, Arushi Chopra, Trishna Dave, Jacob Deere, James DiChiara, Matthew Delancey, Menika Dingra, Maha El Galwi, Chris Ferry, Lauren Finch, Akosua Frimpong, Riti Ganti, James Giordano, Albert Ha, Abraham Hakim, Emily Hansinger, Janice Hedgerika, Margaret Heller, Mark Heslin, Adima Ibenga, Ifioma Aiki. Harish Jaram. Mahir Jani. Nicole Yoakum. Lauren Jonas. Hansa Joshi. John Julian. Alec Kellish. Jeffrey Kelly. Jesse Krikorian. Cecilia Lee. Emily Lubis. Eugene Marone. Kelly McHugh. Stephen Meixner. Lindsay Milliken. Evan Mitchell. Sneha Maldi. Michael Monahan. Gina Moss. Roland Nareen. Lauren Nisi. Long Win. Olivia Nicholas. Abisola Oyeniran. Kristen Pacific. Nikita Reddy Parapati. Deep Patel. Pavan Patel. Pooja Patel. Yash Patel. Allison Pers. Ria Raju. Amina Rana. Matthew Ratty. Katie Rodriguez. Prasanth Romeo. Alexa Lee Rothenberg. Claudia Rugama. Frank Santisi. Alexander Schofet. Holly Schoenwald. Alexandra Seabury. Ashwarya Shah. Isabella Silvestri. Michael Singer. Pooja Singh. Jenna Snyder. Victoria Soul. John Sobieski. Michael Springer. Kaylee Stamen. Elsa Stoff. Sholi Tung. Ryan Vance. Carlos Vieira. Maria Vinta. Samantha Wu. Christopher Yard. Brianna Yates. And finally, Mary Catherine Schoolis. Please give the class of 2021 a round of applause.
Good morning. I'm Dr. Bill Coker, Associate Dean of Admissions at Cooper Medical School of Rowan University. As Dr. Raboli mentioned earlier, this day has a special significance for me and for Dr. Raboli as it marks the 40th anniversary of our graduation from medical school. In just a minute, we're going to recite together the Hippocratic Oath, and the version of the oath that we're going to recite today is exactly the same one that I recited 40 years ago. So if I could ask all of our graduates to please rise. And I'd also like to invite any physicians who are in attendance to also rise and renew their oath. The oath can be found on page 14 of your commencement program book. Okay, so please repeat with me. I do solemnly swear by that which I hold most sacred, that I will be loyal to the profession of medicine and just and generous to its members, that I will lead my life and practice my art in uprightness and honor, that into whatsoever house I shall enter, it shall be for the good of the sick to the utmost of my power, holding myself aloof from wrong, from corruption, from the tempting of others to vice, that I will exercise my art solely for the cure of my patients and will give no drug, perform no operation for a criminal purpose, even if solicited, far less suggested, that whatsoever I shall see or hear of the lives of my patients, which is not fitting to be spoken, I will keep inviolably secret. These things I do promise, and in proportion as I am faithful to this oath, may happiness and good repute be ever mine, the opposite if I shall be forsworn. Thank you and congratulations, class of 2021. You may be seated.
Congratulations, class of 2021. Well done. What a fabulous class. That's how you will be remembered, as a wonderful, wonderful class. This now concludes our ceremony. Thank you for attending today's event, and congratulations to all our students. The audience is requested to please remain in place until the platform party and students have recessed. After the platform party and students, the audience will be recessed by row to join the graduates at a celebration. All are invited for music, light refreshments, and photo opportunities on Summit Lane, up here to my left, your right. On your way, look for a tent where some of our faculty will be on hand to greet you and take photos. Student award winners can also pick up their plaques there. We ask that all guests please move promptly, as we need to clean and reset the university green for the next ceremony. Thank you. Please rise for the recessional.